All right, camera's on me. I got the top-down view on again. Yeah. So we welcome back. We're going to do a special episode right now. But before we get to that, I'm going to do some announcements. I'm going to let you guys... Well, I don't want to give you a peek on them yet. We're not going to through our announcements, of course. What we really like to do is make sure and give thanks to the people who have helped us out with what we're doing. So we always want to give, our sponsors a shout out, Arknight. Please check them out, arknight.com. They do flat plastic minis. They're in the Dungeon in a Box and everything. So check them out as soon as you can, because they're getting some really cool stuff. They're going to be at Gen Con this year and everything. So should be pretty sweet. Other one, Ambient Realms. We're going to do some fun stuff coming up with them. They've been helping us out along the road with our sound effects and the equipment, those types of things, so we can get silly sound effects going on. I think there. Let's see if we can. Yeah, just those little fun ones. Yeah, so every once in a while we'll use those. So make sure and check them out. They're big advocates of Huntington's Disease Society of America, and of course Autism Speaks. So what the next thing I want to do is kind of give a little thing about what we're going on. Make sure and check out our schedule online, because we do a lot of local events and not just streaming. So we're going to be part of what's called First Fridays, and First Fridays is coming up in North Natomas Regional Park. Yeah, they're ready. You can hear them. So make sure and check that out. First Fridays, we'll be up there playing board games and stuff. And then Tap Into Tabletop's coming June 16th. It'll be Saturday from noon to 5. And next week we are going to have a special episode. We're going to take a week off from this show, but next Tuesday I think we're going to play some... I don't know if it's D&D 5th edition or maybe an Apocalypse, but we'll get to it. We're going to bring back the One-Shot Action Theater for a special episode. And then also on the 13th of next month is when we start our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition every other week. So make sure and check all those things out, okay? So let me get this ready and see if I can get their cameras on. All right. And let's go here. Here's me. Hope you're getting a little peek of them. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and give this over. Oh, look at even the emblem's even over my head this time. So I'm going to get out of here. Give this over to Michael. So thanks for showing up.
Hello and welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that takes you through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. This is a special one-shot taking place between the Bronze Age and the new wave comics of the 80s, which is called Big in Japan. And this time we're not so much doing Western comics as we're doing the manga. That's right, we're getting deep into anime, in particular the Tokusatsu, Super Sentai. I don't know what most of the stuff means. It's okay. It's basically Japanese.
Go Power Rangers.
Yes, it's Power Rangers. It's what probably most Americans are familiar with.
Maybe.
Also, I'm not that familiar with Power Rangers because my parents didn't let me watch it. Too violent.
Well, you can watch it now. It's on Netflix.
Oh, that's
Power
true.
Rangers is too violent?
For the Panish household.
Oh, dang.
Before we introduce our players, I just want to give a special thanks to Samantha Marie Ketchum, formerly Majorette from our very first arc, because this is not what we're doing right now. These are not characters from the wonderful Magpie Games mask that we usually use, though it's kind of uses the templates, the same game system, but this is a special type of character, a special playbook called the Ranger, which Samantha created and was nice enough to let us use. So we are kind of play testing this. If there's some hiccups, we'll do our best to move on. But I just want to give a big shout out to Samantha for letting us use these. I'm very excited.
Thanks, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha. And it's perfect for this episode. So let's start with Marvin. Tell me who you are. I guess what ranger color you are, because they all have. Maybe we can kind of explain how that works as we're going around. And so yeah, your name. I guess you don't really have superpowers. It's a little different, but your name, your color, and your general vibe, and why you joined the organization that is called Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force. That's the name of the organization you're all member
Go-Go
of.
Battle Mech Super Force?
Yes, Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force.
Oh, no. It's Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force.
That is correct.
Okay.
So,
But yeah,
Marvin,
I'm
who are
Marvin,
you?
and I am playing the Silver Ranger of the team, Orin Zakir. He's a bit of a headstrong, kind of rash guy, but he's got a good heart. He joined the organization basically because, well, he's always wanted to be a superhero. And he's just wanted to help people. And yeah, don't really know why he's in Japan, though. I guess he only saw it as his only real opportunity ever since the SOS kind of disbanded.
That is a good point, and we'll talk about kind of the backstory of the whole world in just a little bit. But you can definitely be a hero when you're part of Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force. After that is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. This evening I play Rosette, who is from France. She is in Japan because she is spying on them for the Légion étrangère. Not that anybody else knows that. She managed to sneak onto the Super Force because she put a computer virus into the selection system, and now she is on the team. Her color is rouge or red. For those of you that like to speak Anglais. Yes, I very much enjoy being the ranger. I am better at it than everybody else because I am a superior person in every conceivable way to the people on this team. I think that you will find I often save the day when everybody else is crying like the baby.
Oh, come on. We're all a team here.
Of course, and I'm just the best one on the team, which you recognize, and you've made me the left leg so that everybody else will not feel bad about themselves. You're a very good leader that way.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or punch you in the face.
Tension on the team already. Your position
Visage.
is the Titan, right?
Yes, my position is Titan. That means that I am very aggressive, powerful, dynamic, and popular. I think that part of my popularity has to do with the fact that I am the only girl on the team. Possibly a robotist girl, I don't know.
Evidently, that is points in our favor.
Yeah, so, and there's also exotic in this land of Japan. So, these are things are, I smoke galwa and I drink red wine out of the bottle. So, because...
Wow, very
France.
French. Vive la France.
Vive la France.
And speaking of that, that robot, who may or may not be a girl, is Eric, as a recurring character.
Hi everyone, I'm Mirai, and I'm the Pink Ranger. I will be playing the Acrobats, and I joined the Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force by popular demand. I was a write-in candidate for a mail-in popularity contest, and now I'm here. Hi!
Bonjour.
Perfect.
Annyeong.
And after Mirai, who has gone through, he's been in a few episodes, changing each time. This is a new form for him. After that, we have Nick.
Hi. I'm Nick, obviously. I will be playing Taro Shime. He's going to be the Blue Ranger. He's sort of not really sure why he was chosen as a ranger. He doesn't really consider himself all that good at what he does. He's sort of very indecisive and I guess he's irresolute, I guess is the word. But he's sort of gone onto the team as sort of like the peacekeeper, which may be a problem.
Interesting.
So, I mean, he's pretty friendly, also very composed, and so.
Good to have on a team. And then finally, we have a newcomer, sort of a special guest generation hero that I'm hoping he'd come back for more. It's Jeff.
Hey, I am playing Nato Amno today. My character's the 6th. of the Rangers, even though we're only 5.
We lost the brain.
We did lose Brain.
Yeah. There's certain kind of roles that are part of the Ranger class, and
I feel like the brain is a separate character who will be played by the DM.
that is true. There'll be some brain stuff coming from me. I know who it will be.
I am the delinquent of the group. I am contrary. I constantly question everything everyone does. I question why we have 2 foreigners on our team. I don't understand at all. But
It is okay, you are racist. This is often a problem for your people.
but I am a team player. I will get mad. I'll hit people while they're down. But that's more of an outlet than anything else.
But you have such beautiful tattoos.
We don't talk about the tattoos.
Don't talk about the
You
tattoo.
also have very nice hair and teeth.
So all of you teenagers with attitude are members of Go-Go.
Gratitude.
Yeah, teenagers with attitude were recruited into the Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force.
Actually meant what you
As
said.
Marvin mentioned, the SOS, Society of Sentinels, that was a global initiative of heroes, has fallen apart. In the 70s, there were some scandals. Nobody's quite sure exactly what happened, but
Blame Nixon.
yeah, you can blame Nixon, but it collapsed, and it was not the American government. They're worrying about themselves right now, but not the rest of the world. So a lot of countries made their own superhero groups, including Japan. They had a special plan. Take those 5 or so, give or take, teens with attitude, give them each certain superpowers, and then with the assistance of a strange individual, a sort of consciousness from an extraterrestrial source, use that to give them superpowers, while a young adolescent genius builds giant mecha that can combine into an even bigger giant mecha and use that to defend Japan from all threats. So all you guys, you have sort of secret identities, but maybe it's a little bit more open depending on it. But you are all
We're just known
students.
I very
Color
much,
Rangers.
Yeah.
I very much blend in with this populace.
Yeah, maybe it's not, super hard to hide. I mean, it's not super hard to find out who are the members of Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force. But you are all students at the Tokyo Tech Academy. And when this story starts, it's your usual day. You're going through your whatever you're doing as a student, kind of in the middle of the day. We'll go around and see what that is. When suddenly your special wrist watches receive a flashing warning. Yes, and it's like, Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force. Young genius Toshi Takahara is under attack on the rooftop of the school where, he was engaging in one of his favorite activities. You need to go up there and save him from aerial kidnapping. So says Commander Pink. This Commander Pink is the strange extraterrestrial entity that gives you guys commands. So tell me, what are you doing and how do you break away from it and head up to the roof to save young Toshi from this attack? We'll kind of go the opposite way.
I think that I'm a part of Class F, which is always the delinquent class. It's very easy for me to break away from them because I'm probably already smoking outside. So I just, I don't wear the watch. I pull it out of my pocket, see the message, put it back in my pocket, put the cigarette out, and then walk up.
Okay, Nick, how about you? What's Taro doing?
Well, Taro's sort of. I think he's in class studying, and he sort of gets the message. He's like, "Oh, well," politely raises his hand, and he's like, "May I be excused?" And then, very politely goes out.
Okay, the teacher politely lets you leave.
Yeah.
Makes that polite request.
Keep forgetting your character's name.
Nato.
Naoto.
Naoto. What does Mirai do?
So Mirai is in PE. He's doing a gymnastics routine, and when Mirai gets the call, his flips just keep going until he flips out a window.
Flips his way out the roof.
Okay,
How about Cosette?
Cosette is in swim practice right now, And because I feel like any anime would have a stupid amount of fan service. So, like, she gets the call and, like, pulls herself out of the pool and she takes off the swim cap and all of her hair just falls down her shoulder and the shots from behind. So
Got that
it's like,
shake.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
shake. But she's also all, like, got her tight wet swimsuit on and, you know, it's got that, like, sparkly music they play whenever a female character is on the screen in anime.
Absolutely. And how about
The hair is dry.
how about Orin Zakir? What's he doing?
He's part of the Kendo Club. Team captain.
Yeah.
So I can
makes sense.
excuse myself whenever I want. All of you, keep practicing.
You can excuse yourself.
But how are we going to beat you if you're out of the... You think about that while I'm gone.
Exactly.
Don't question
Think about it. Continue your practicing.
All you
Imagine
guys.
me as your opponent.
Whoa. All you guys make it up to the rooftop. Up there are a series of the school's pigeon coops, where you guys know what's coming. A number of pigeons hang out, and they're the pigeons' favorite carekeeper, a young, maybe 11, 10-year-old boy genius, Toshi Takahara, aka Pidgey-kun, who is kind of the brain of your team. Yeah, Pidgey-kun being the what's the word? Honorific for a young boy. Usually, this young, bespectacled lad in a school uniform is there taking care of the pigeons.
Pigeon Shogun?
Perhaps he's a strange American uncle who's into weird, who is
no.
uses the pigeons for evil. But Pidgey-kun, he uses the pigeons for good, or he would if he wasn't being kidnapped. A number of strange winged creatures that resemble the Tengu of Japanese myth. They have kind of red faces, red skin, oversized sort of red goblin nose, gargoyle wings, and nasty claws. Two of them are hoisting up poor Pidgey-kun and try and take him away. And there's a small squadron of these ferocious-looking Tengu approaching you guys, trying to protect the escape of their fellows. So what do you do?
Should we go around?
Is it time you're going for it?
I mean, she always is going for it. She doesn't
All right.
things. So she's charging in there, and I mean, should we start with somebody else though? Do we want to do a circle, or should I just talk? Because I can't.
I actually had something in mind.
Okay, let's go for it.
Terrible though.
No, let's do it.
I am blatantly gonna pull out a weapon. It's one of those like extendable bow staffs.
Sure.
Yeah. So I pull that out and I immediately just run in, catapult up, and then I just start whacking.
Okay, are you going for just the Tengu in general, or the ones trying to capture Pidgey-kun?
The one specifically trying to capture. Like, the idea is if I can knock one of them and grab him, then I'll start falling with him.
Oh,
And
okay.
at least drag, if there's two of them, then I drag the other one with me.
All right, give me a directly engage.
Yep. Sorry.
Nice.
That's 8. I got a 10. So
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna take Pidgey-kun.
You got him.
And I'm gonna avoid blows. Probably figuring out a way to land safely is how I avoid
Okay.
hurting myself.
So you were able to rush up, smash aside these Tengu, grab hold of his hand, and together you land on the roof. And he's like, "Thank you, thank you, Naoto-san. I was just trying to take care of my favorite prized pigeon pets when these terrible winged beasts attacked."
Man, kid, you really gotta figure out a less open place because you're gonna get attacked all the time.
Where else will the pigeons fly free? As he's saying this, a large Tengu lands kind of across from them, and its jaws are starting to retract. And you can see, like, flamethrower jets getting ready in its mouth. Why? Cassette, you had something?
Oh, I do. If we're okay with me going. So, so she's still wearing her swimsuit, obviously. And she charges into action. She does her thing to put on her power suit, which is just like, and it like forms out of the bracelets that she's wearing.
Okay.
So I think that I need to roll plus freak.
All right, this is the transformation.
Yes. So she's going into her costume.
Just because none of us have declared, I have the obligatory nosebleed. when I see you.
Sure, that makes sense.
Sorry.
So let's see. So that's an 8, which I think in this case it doesn't say what it means on a 7 to 8.
I think it
I
just
think that
works.
you just
I
hit.
think it just works.
Yeah, it just works.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unstable, I believe.
Oh no, I think on the 10 plus it's like extra super good. 7 to 9 it just works, and on a miss there's a problem.
Okay. So
So-
you are able to successfully transform into your
Yeah,
your
so
Red Ranger
so
form.
that means my mundane is shifted down, and my danger has shifted up, and I'm attacking. 'Cause
All right.
Of course I am.
Attack those Tengu.
So we have like the Helio kinesis powers. So she says, "Je suis le soleil," and presses a button on her visor, and a heat of the sun zaps out at one of them.
All right, give me a directly engage on this Tengu.
Well, that's a lot. 13.
Whoa. Okay. So you're taking 2, 3. I think.
3.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, 2. Pick
2.
2. I'm going to resist and avoid their blows, and I am going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Ooh. All right. So how does that? So what happens when the blast strikes that Tengu?
It is blinded by the light.
All right. And it reels back. Some like sparks are kind of bursting free from its body, and it crashes into the other Tengu, weakening them for another attack.
Okay. And I go.
Mirai runs up to Naoto
You
and
can see the
Pidgey-kun and takes Pidgey-kun and it's okay, we'll protect you. It's all right.
Thank you,
starts
Mirai-san.
dragging him back downstairs. I'd actually like to comfort and support Pidgey-kun. And
Yeah, he's pretty
make him
freaked
feel
out by
better.
being attacked by this. Okay, go for
So
it.
let's try this. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is going to be an 11. So I'm going to comfort and support him, and
Is there anything you say to him besides just
so
like,
just,
it's okay?
we'll protect you. Don't worry, the super force is here.
Oh, he's like, thank you. It means a lot. I always know the Super Force is going to be there to protect me. PG-kun gets kidnapped a lot, I should say. he's often a name.
Once per
It's
episode.
Yes.
likely. Every episode begins with him being kidnapped in some minorly
That
idiot,
actually
All right.
isn't that a bad opener.
right?
Yep. Okay, but for now, young PG-kun is safe. There's a few Tengu. Well, they're still weakened from the blinded one reeling into their pack. So what are you guys doing to finish them off?
And 2 more of you.
Well, they seem to be taken care of well enough. No need to transform, so I'm just gonna charge in there with my kendo stick. Yeah, and just whack them in the head.
All right,
I
give
have to
me.
transform because I need to do defeat equals explosions.
Okay, give me directly engage against these creatures
And
here.
if my team is watching, pay attention.
With the one anime kendo strike, which is just this.
Yeah,
Yep.
they couldn't afford to.
13.
Yeah, it's repeated, or it does like it goes like it does like 3 times real fast.
Like,
and,
he goes in and it's like obviously just one cell and they're shaking it slightly. And there's like streaks of light going.
there's lots of light. So how'd you do?
13.
Whoa! Wow. Okay, so what 2 are you picking?
I forgot the sheet.
I mean, they're super damaged by this too.
This is directly engaged, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can take 2, resisting and avoiding,
there
taking
we
something,
go.
which could be
really
because these guys, as you're doing damage to them, you realize they're kind of cyborgs. They're techno-organic.
Which makes defeat equal explosions makes so much more
Yes,
sense.
they're mechanical
Yeah.
with some fleshy stuff too, but it's like artificial flesh, so they can blow up pretty good.
Oh. Alright. So, I'm going to take their artificial flesh from them.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
with your kendo.
Reveal them as the monsters they are.
Yeah. So this bash, these Tengu are just destroyed, coming apart. Sparks are going everywhere.
And I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Nice.
Okay. So, Taro, the Tengu pack has been pretty much beaten. What do you do?
Feathers are flying.
Finish them
Yeah.
off, Taro!
No, the entire time, like, Tara's like, wait, do I go into it? What do I do? Oh, God! Oh, God!
And that's when Cosette moves again.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh man, indecisive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Was a large sweat drop appearing? Okay.
So I go, and just blast out this enormous thing of light that should cause them all to explode. Because
Okay.
I am doing defeat equals explosions.
Yes, this is a special ranger move.
It is. Everyone knows the fight isn't over until the villain blows up. When you overwhelm a vulnerable opponent, roll plus danger to finish him with an incendiary move. And it's going to be hella incendiary. hopefully.
Wait, am I still in the way? Oh shit.
I don't care!
Yeah, you take a powerful blow. It's these 10 Well, how'd you do with the defeat equals explosion?
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay.
So, yeah, on a 10 I get to choose 2. Oh, look at this. I managed to avoid causing significant collateral damage.
Nice. You don't need to roll a powerful blow. You're good.
And I look damn good in my finisher pose as explosions fire behind you. Take influence over someone watching.
Okay.
We all already have influence over
Yeah.
each other, so that's actually kind of pointless.
It can be
You can have
Pichikun.
Pichikun.
Well, actually, so here's something.
Or
that
it could be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to suggest take influence and shift labels. Because that's something that we can do as
Yeah.
well with influence.
Yeah, the thing is,
And the fact that we're starting with
in our influence section, it says Rangers fly together and give influence to all other Rangers on your team.
so we already have it.
already all have it. So I'll actually do the second choice of I resist and avoid their blows.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was gonna say you could have picked Commander Pink for the influence too, because she is watching through the wristwatches.
Oh, then yes, Commander Pink.
Okay.
And I'll deal with.
So mark down that you have +1 to Commander Pink.
Okay.
So afterwards, Commander Pink says, "Well done, Super Force.
Or I have influence over Commander Pink.
Well done, Super Force. If we can bring one of these Tengu back to headquarters, maybe Pichikun can examine it and see what exactly these creatures are."
Well, Cassette kind of blew them up. Most of them. We can bring parts.
That would be good.
A couple parts.
Please do.
They're severely burned.
Pichikun's like, "I think they were techno-organic?" And Commander Pink says, if that's who I think it was, we may all be in trouble. So, we'll cut over to Go-Go Battlemech Super Force HQ, which is in a large underground bunker area under Tokyo Tower.
The command center.
Yes, the command center. And all you guys, this is a few maybe hours or so have passed, so Pichikun has had a chance to examine them, and you all assemble before Commander Pink. So there's like a giant, large glass tube, and inside there is a pink, pulsating energy shape. Sort of like a blob of glowing, crackling, radiating, cosmic energy that gives you guys your commands. So Commander Pink says, "Pichikun, what exactly were these? And is it who I feared who created them?" Pichikun's like, "I think so. This looks like the work of Dr. Masaki Moto." And you guys might have tangled him occasionally before. He is a mad scientist par excellence who believes that humanity can only evolve through strange technology. And it is only through battles with this technology that mankind gets better. And he's always trying to create weird life to challenge humanity and bring it to the next stage. Mirai, you know Dr. Moto particularly well because he was one of the scientists who helped build you.
Interesting. Daddy!
Commander Pink's like,
Call him Pappy.
Mirai-chan? Wait, no, she's not. Commander Pink's a little officious to you. She wouldn't call you Chan. Mirai, is there something you would like to say?
No!
All right, they do not know that Dr. Moto helped make you. Commander Pink says, "I am inputting it into the Tokyo police force. I've discovered something intriguing. We may be able to figure out what Dr. Moto is up to. At the Green Dragon Tea House, Dr. Moto is going to be meeting with some noted members of the Japanese underworld, the Yakuza. He is meeting in particular with Boss Yamada of the Yamada-gumi Yakuza crime clan. Now, Naoto, Jeff. Yeah, this is the crime clan that your family was involved with. Do you think you're related to Boss Yamada himself, or is it something... or is like your parents were
let's make it interesting and say that he's an uncle, so not like a direct.
Oji-san.
Makes sense.
But most definitely, yes. Like, oh, when are you gonna join? I'm not gonna join. Leave me alone.
Whoa. All right, so they keep wanting you to be a sworn brother, but yeah, Boss Yamada, your uncle, is the head of this Yakuza gang. It's probably one of the biggest ones in Tokyo. Commander Pink says they also are apparently meeting with a American criminal from out of town.
Les Americains involved?
I think so. Perhaps they're selling some important ingredients that Dr. Emoto needs for his terrible creation.
Do you know these Americans, what they are called?
This one is not even a human. It is a gorilla. Katie Kong is what she is called.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Kati Kong. Okay.
That's correct, Kazet. Superforce. Your orders are to infiltrate the Green Dragon Tea House and see what is going on.
Well, it's not going to be a dance battle. Katie Kong is a terrible dancer.
Oh, you know that.
How do you know that?
Never mind.
By the way, Cosette's still in her ranger outfit, and I don't know if anybody else is.
Nope.
No.
No, she,
Well,
I'm
you
the
might-
only one who dresses.
she thinks that you guys are all being horribly disrespectful.
Commander Pink says, Cosette, I deeply appreciate your readiness for battle, but
Always! Toujours liberté.
it might be best to keep a low profile in the Green Dragon Tea House.
Oh, yes, I would not wear this for the Green Dragon Tea House. I should wear this to show my respect for you and your position.
It is appreciated. Pidgey-kun's like, maybe we could like put an apron over it?
Oh no, I turned the suit off at that point. I'm still running the swimsuit.
Oh, Pidgey-kun is a big like, no, and his face turns completely red. He's very, yeah. He turns away, yeah.
I don't turn away.
So, the Green Dragon Tea House is a pretty upscale dining establishment, meeting place.
That's okay.
Taro is
It's an anime
is,
from
like,
the 80s.
completely, like, obviously trying to look away from him.
Oh, okay.
Trying to be very respectful.
I don't know how familiar everybody is with Urusei Yatsura.
Not at all.
I probably
There's
am, but I don't know the name.
A character named Womanet who's like a space demon, but she wears nothing but a tiger print bikini.
Oh, yes. I know.
Yeah,
But little horn.
yeah, because she's an Oni.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So the Green Dragon Tea House, pretty upscale dining meeting establishment. You're getting there around the early dinner hour, so it's getting crowded. How are you infiltrating this place? You can figure out pretty easily if the meeting is taking place on like the upper level, sort of this chamber that's sort of off in the main dining hall, save some privacy. There's lots of those sliding paper doors. It's very Kill Bill if you.
There is no way I'm not infiltrating this dressed as a geisha.
Yeah, Mirai's already showing up in a geisha outfit.
Which is a little awkward comparatively. Geisha, mecha geisha.
Sure. So we got two geishas.
Well, I mean,
Hey, some yakuza
do
are into
like
that.
a Ghost in the Shell kind of geisha
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like lots of robots in this world are probably not super unheard of, though they are rare. Just like gorilla people and crocodile people and plant people too now, thanks to what happened last episode.
Yeah.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing to get in there?
I mean, I vote for more geisha outfits.
Is everybody going is this the cross-dressing geisha episode?
I don't think that Oren would go for that.
No.
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 He
I'm
is,
not doing
he is
that.
Muslim. I don't think he's going to be up for the cross-dressing.
So, how are you guys getting in?
So, what is stopping us from getting in?
You can see down below, there are some Yakuza goons. Some of the sworn brothers standing by, watching everything.
I
So
am
you're not
not-
like the wait staff. You can't get up to that chamber.
Well, I was hoping to pose as a geisha to get on the wait staff to get up there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do
So-
we know those two guys
You can take off
are
your sleeve
yakuza?
and claim part of the family.
Do we know those two guys that are guarding our yakuza?
You can probably tell. Like they're wearing, they have like open collar looking outfits. They got the hairdo, and like one of them's missing a pinky, and you can see that they all and the tattoos you can kind of see pinking out of their sleeves. So they got all the Yakuza hallmarks.
Still have my kendo practice sword.
What's happening on this
okay,
thing?
so,
Are we trying to stop something from happening?
You are not trying to stop. This is just
observing?
reconnaissance.
So,
You want to figure out. Oh, sorry, Jeff.
No, I was just about to say, like, I'm with you. Let's go beat them up. But
We're not beating them up.
well,
We're going
this
to
is like
pose
completely in
as
character. I'd be
new
like, well, one thing we could. I mean, I know the ladies. Question mark.
Yes.
For one of them are dressing as geisha. We could see what maybe the male wait staff dresses like and dress like them and try and get in that way. But I don't. That might not be a very good idea.
that's actually a great idea.
I think that is an excellent idea, and you should have more confidence in yourself.
Yeah, man, you should have more. But hold on. So we're gonna wait. Let's the three of us wait for them to like go to the bathroom then
And beat them up.
Yes.
Who are we waiting to go to the bathroom?
No. You guys have your disguises. We three need to get disguises. You know, all that takes is beating someone senseless and taking their clothes.
Directly
Honestly,
engage a
I
threat.
think I would
Take their
stand out
uniforms.
as a waiter.
That is
We can wait for a mobster of some kind for you, and then you can just dress up.
But
Wouldn't
you know
the
what?
Americans know everyone who's an American on the team, though?
Well, also remember these are the Yakuza are the ones standing guard. The Americans are guerrillas, so dressing up as them.
Hey, it is not going to work very well.
You know what? I say we pose as new recruits.
Could work.
Okay, so let's do this. So you guys are going by as the geishas up to the
Yeah.
Yakuza. Let's have each of you, or unless if one's doing the talking, somebody can roll mundane. I'll say whoever is kind of taking lead on this. So one person will roll mundane.
How good is Koset's Japanese?
It's probably not as good as yours, and your mundane is probably way better than her mundane.
0. So let's try.
That's still better.
Still done.
All right, let's see if this works. You can fool these two Yakuza.
She is going to
goons.
be assessing the situation, though, while he does that.
5, 6. Team points? Maybe? Do we get team points for this?
It's not the climax.
Okay. So that is a failure then.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark potential.
Glitch
All
in
right.
the system.
On the other hand, my assessing of the situation is a 10.
Okay. So we'll do. So you ask me this question in a second.
Okay.
So what do you think gives it up? Like, why don't these two Yakuza goons believe you when you say you are just a geisha heading up to deliver the sushi rolls or whatever?
I
The
actually
sake?
think it works really well to the point where the downstairs goons are keeping me from going upstairs. Like, hey, baby, come hang out with us.
Yeah. They're like, come over here. We will drink all of the sake first. You can always get more.
Oh, but I'm bringing it upstairs.
Pour and pour, woman.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. What questions do you ask?
Every time somebody talks to Cosette, she just goes, oh,
They're like, I like this one. Her sense of humor is both delicious and intriguing.
I've watched too much anime.
All right. So what questions are you asking for the assess?
Okay. So, what can I use here to get upstairs? And who here is the most vulnerable to me?
Okay. I will say there's a back entrance.
Okay.
However, so it's a kind of a special entrance straight from the kitchens. So going through the kitchens and going right up there will do it, but it is kind of noticeable. Mm-hmm. It's very much like there's not a door or anything to hide through. It's a hallway that goes right in there.
Okay. What I'm
This room.
kind of thinking is, are there any of the Yakuza guys that are really going up and down the stairs a lot? And
Yeah,
if
yes,
so,
I would say
is there
so.
one that I can glom onto who seems to have been taking notice of the hot red-headed Gaijin geisha?
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna say Yamada's nephew, your cousin Jeff, is who we'll name Kenji Yamada. Yeah, he's going back and forth. He's like kind of stopping by, bringing up the snacks and the drinks straight from the bar.
I've noticed you are a very big, strong man. But it would be my pleasure to do this work for you, as that it is work for the women, and I do not want you to have to demean yourself with my position.
You speak very truthfully, and I would certainly like to have you on my arm. And that's you're like you're in the crowd just puking. So give me a provoke roll.
Okay.
So you can get him to convince him to
So
let you up
provoke
there.
is superior, right?
You know that guy, Yato?
It's my idiot cousin.
That
Oh,
is
boy.
a 7.
All right, so on the sheet in front of you, and I'm pretty sure 7 is he does it.
Yeah, a 7 to 9.
There's going to be consequences about it.
Yeah. So
Alright.
they stumble. Well, I get to choose one.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with I get a critical opportunity, which is I get upstairs.
Okay. All right. So your critical opportunity is you get upstairs. The downside is nobody else does.
Yep.
They're still making Mirai pour the drinks.
I'm totally fine with distracting the downstairs.
Yeah,
goons.
the two goons are there. They're totally just loving Mirai. And you three have made any moves yet and might not be able to for a little bit. Just as, because the scene is now following Cosette and Kenji as you go up the stairs and into the chamber. They go through some of those sliding doors. Everybody is seated at a long table. You can see Boss Yamada, a gray-haired, tough-looking Yakuza kingpin, and sitting around him and his henchmen, sitting across from them, is Katie Kong, a female gorilla, now wearing an 80s power suit with very large shoulder pads. And she's hanging there and just like totally messing up chopsticks and like not able to figure them out. And then Yamada's like, Kong-san, we could just bring you a banana if you want. And she's like, don't even think about it. Let's just get to the business. There in the middle, you
Luckiest.
yeah. There in the middle, you see Dr. Moto. He is wearing, he's a totally hairless, thin individual, almost featureless. Looks a little bit like Mirai used to before he started dressing up in all these cool outfits. He is just wearing a simple, like, white suit coat and tie. And he has his like, arms folded and is waiting patiently. And he's like, shall we get to business then? Boss Yamada, I have already paid you. Katie Kong, did you bring what I wanted from America? Kong says, yeah, we got it. I gotta say, it wasn't easy to get. Damn thing started stinking a little bit too, so you have to keep it refrigerated. Hopefully, you can salvage what you need. You offer a decent amount of money, but we could have got more. Crocodile skin is always pricey. And they roll over a large, human-sized frozen coffin. Inside, it's got sort of a glass top, and you guys can see there is a.
Well, I can see.
Yeah, you can peer inside and see there is a crocodile man wearing a black leather jacket, just dead, frozen in there and frosted.
I don't think it's the same crocodile man we saw.
Okay.
last.
That might be Rockadile. He's been frozen for
Or
that
one
long,
of his
but-
former goons.
Oh, Mr. Freeze storyline? Is that what's going on?
Something like that. It is Crocodile, actually.
Oh.
Yes, this is Crocodile's corpse.
So I'm just observing all this.
Yeah.
Trying my best not to just start fighting people, even though I really want to.
This is so against your personality.
Yeah, instead I'm serving everybody sake. And I'm going like, I do not speak the Japanese good. Me, I'm stupid, Jin. Sake.
Boss Yamada smashes it out of your hand. You definitely are stupid. How dare you speak and interrupt a meeting of businessmen?
I'm very sorry.
Apologize at once. Apologize to Dr. Moto and to Katie Kong.
I get on my knees and start groveling and apologizing. Me, I'm so stupid, so sorry.
Okay, Dr. Moto goes over to you and, like, touches your face. And he's like, no, my child.
Bad touch.
There is no need to be sorry. You are truly beautiful.
Judo throw.
You are a canvas. And I think I could paint wonderful things upon you. He looks up at Boss Yamada and is like, how much for this one, too?
Like the
Do we
new?
hear this by any chance?
I say that.
I don't think we do.
This is all gravy
haven't
for me,
gotten there.
honestly. So my character says like, comme le Louvre?
They're starting to realize that it's weird there's like a French geisha. He's like, Yes, my child, exactly.
Ducko.
Okay, so he comes over and the deal is done. Some money is passed back and forth from Yamada to Katie Kong. Yamada was just kind of the middleman in this buy. And then a bunch of Tengu flutter down from the ceiling, land next to the coffin, and start picking it up.
Okay.
And then 2 Tengu land next to you and start taking you as well.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, you're going with them?
Yeah. This is spy stuff.
Ooh. All right. They take you. At this point, yeah. We'll look about the other group, but they leave the tea house, go outside. There's a bunch of like unmarked cars. Everybody piles inside. They load up the cryogenically frozen body of Crocodile and drive off into the night.
And I'm in that car also?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're in a separate car from Crocodile because that's like a more armored, heavy transport that can carry a big frozen coffin with a crocodile man in it.
While I'm being taken up, I click on a tracking device on my communicator.
Okay.
Okay.
How
Alright.
much do we see of them taking down and basically splitting up, maybe?
Why don't you give me an assess and we'll see how.
Yeah.
Only one of you guys can do it.
Hold on a moment. Let me. Assess is a mundane, right?
No, assess is a superior.
Superior.
Ah.
That's right.
I have 0.
Yeah, so do I.
I've got 1.
Oh, there you go. Have fun.
All right, we'll see how much you notice about the situation.
Well then,
That's a 6.
Wait,
I think that's a fail. Unless you had 1 to it, so it's a 7, right?
No.
No. Okay.
So it's a 5.
color-coded hero.
Oh.
Mission, she's a thing card trait.
You get
When
2
you-
potential when you fail with a superior roll.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 potential is nice though.
All right, it's cool. People can level up, perhaps. So yeah, you're
So
not
I'm trying
totally
to-
sure. You have a tracking device just switched on, and all your all the wrist communicators.
Yeah.
So you can sort of know where she's going.
I don't want to cheese it to the extent that I could say that she's broadcasting audio, unless you think that would be part of the risk community. Well, I guess we could have.
We have communicators.
communicator.
We have communicators, so everything that was being said in the room, you guys did hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So we know
Because
there's
she
2
had a split.
Yeah, hidden under your geisha robes for
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
2 trucks currently heading off.
By the way, you guys all know that she's fluent in Japanese. It was like a thing she was doing.
Very poor bad acting.
All right. So decide what is your plan of action, you four?
Once these leader people leave, I'm gonna go knock out these Yakuza people downstairs.
Okay. Well, I think as you're going to do that, Kenji's coming down the stairs too, and he notices you. He is able to pick you out, and he is like,
I was afraid of that.
"Cousin Naoto, what are you doing in this place?"
Quick, punch him out.
And this is Mirai when you start the punching. So why don't you roll directly engage with these 2 goons?
Yes.
See ya, cousin.
That is going to be an 11.
Okay, not Kenji. These are just the 2 guys blocking the stairs. So which one are you picking?
Let's see. I'm going to resist and avoid their blows. And I want to take something from them. I am going to take their, I want to say dignity, because I want to make it look like they just passed out drunk. Like I'm going to pose them so,
All right, that's fine.
so that people think that they were just sloshed.
Okay. So as they drunkenly collapse on the stairs, Kenji looks down and is like, "Drunken dogs, you should wake up and do your job. Cousin, get over here. This is why we need you in the Brotherhood."
This is exactly why, though. I don't want to be a part. God, really? Now?
Yes, now come over here, cousin. We need to talk. Our uncle is up there doing business with these Gaijin apes, and yet you are here, I don't know what, but not with the family.
Is your cousin important in the Yakuza?
Who is this?
Friends, which is why I was kind of hoping you wouldn't have to pull the shit on me.
What are you doing?
He pulls out his extendable, and instead of it making a bow staff, he makes it like a baton. and then you just wax him.
Ooh.
Directly engage.
Okay, you need to directly engage because it's about to turn into a tea house brawl, and then we'll see what Nick and we'll see what Nick and Marvin do, and then we'll cut back to Kat.
Oh, you don't have to cut back to me anytime soon.
12.
Okay.
I hogged the spotlight for a long time. So.
All right. Well, there's about to be a bit of a showdown, so you guys can extricate yourselves. How'd you do?
12.
Nice.
Whoa! All
We're
right.
very good at directly engage.
Yeah. Which two are you picking? The Ranger is very good for that.
What I am going to do, hold on a moment, sorry, I'm looking at it. So, I'm definitely taking something from him. I think I'm going to avoid their blows, i.e., I'm going to avoid being called out. Or rather, if I can, take him out before he can call me out and basically spot, like,
So you want to try
Rather-
and keep that low profile going?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, with that roll, you were able to. So how do you just smash him on the head real fast?
Yeah, like, we start talking casually, and he's like, oh yeah, you should have been here. Yeah, I know, I should have.
Okay. So you like ram back against the bar, and he drops. But they're gonna realize absent soon, and you can see from the upper stairs. Now the deal is done. The American guerrillas are starting to go back. Katie Kong is leading them down the stairs. So what are you guys doing?
Looks like we should leave.
Yeah, let's leave.
Take your cousin.
Idiot cousin.
Pidgey Coon's like,
Always have to pick
Guys?
up after you.
Super force.
Super Team Super
I got a
Force.
plan. Let's go. Don't worry about it. I got it.
I'm definitely worrying about it. Cosette is kidnapped or something by Dr. Moto.
Yeah,
What are you
that's
guys
the
gonna
point.
do?
By the way, also would have turned off
Audio
any
out.
Audio out.
Good idea.
I feel like these are things that I shouldn't necessarily have to say, but I'm gonna say them.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, I understood. I mean, I do sometimes like to get you on those things, like you never said, but I'll
yeah,
keep that in
I
mind.
mean, I'm trying to like expedite for.
Sure. Okay, so what are you guys doing? How are you? You can't follow. You can't follow her wrist communicator.
But we have his cousin as collateral.
Okay.
We could
So are you
possibly-
popping in some vehicles? of your own?
That's
Really quickly,
well. That's
you
not.
guys
He's
know
not
that-
worth that much.
You guys
Dang.
do know that Cosette is hyper violent.
Yep. I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about them.
Honestly, I just want to be there for the fight when it breaks out. But it sounds like that's not going to happen.
Should it happen? I mean,
Maybe
we
not. Maybe
Like, we'll be cleanup crew, man.
I don't know why I'm saying these ideas. They're probably very stupid, but we could follow them from the air.
it's not
Just giant dragons or floating behind these cars.
it's not exactly a low profile.
Pidgey Coon says, "Brilliant idea!
Yeah.
I'll send the mix your way."
I actually am
he's
going
already
to.
doing it.
I'm going to use my influence over you and actually tell you this is exactly why we need you on the team because you have the non-violent methods that we need that we don't think of. If you're okay with it, I'm going to shift your savior up, and then your danger down.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I was gonna say thanks to that if you could.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think it's okay. I might have you roll if he wasn't exactly, but
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
he can reject influence if he wants.
okay.
No,
But no, cool. You
Yeah,
got
no.
the influence. Okay.
so I just spent.
But it works. The only sane member of the team.
All right, and I will say,
Shifted your money enough.
Taro.
Yeah.
Also, you got an influence to Pidgey Coon as well because he really likes that idea. So you can ask him to do something. Okay. So you guys rush out, and those big. Are you all taking one giant dragon? Or are you all taking 4 individual flying dragons?
We don't ride in each other's swords. Come on.
That is a good point.
Unless we want to do like one leg.
Wait, hold on. They have enough room in the Voltron lions so that everyone can.
Really, who are you going to ride in someone else's?
I
I
would
don't
say
mind doing that.
it's up to you. Mechanically, you totally can, but it's you don't have to. It's cool to have 4.
We got 2 trucks
I will
to tail
say,
anyway, so we
while
need
you
more
guys
than
are
one.
discussing all this, you do see a red dragon fly overhead.
Hers is coming to get her. Okay.
Okay.
Decision's already been made. Each in your individual dragons. We'll meet up later.
Yep.
All right. Everyone goes in their individual dragons. I'm gonna have everybody roll. You 4 roll an assess, and we'll see who follows it the best. It's pretty. I mean, it's Japan at night. It's kind of a crowded.
You guys do. I mean, my tracker is on too.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm gonna be like, who shows up first?
11.
You will all get there eventually.
7.
How'd you do, Nick?
It's what is this?
Plus superior.
Yeah.
8.
All right. So you'll show up first, then you,
This is actually
then
highly
Nick,
appropriate.
and you will appear last. But first, let's see what Cosette happens with her.
Okay. So who else is in the car with me?
It's just Dr. Moto
It's just me and Dr. Moto.
and 2 Tengu guards, kind of next to him silently.
Parlez-vous français?
He's like, I've never learned to speak that language.
Ah, d'accord. So Japanese then.
Indeed.
So you have purchased me.
That is correct, my dear.
What do you plan to do?
He's like, sometimes the great artists never know what masterpiece they will make until the brush hits paper.
Ah, so you will paint me. I have been painted before. Oftentimes when I was in the possession of the Russians, they would paint me because they like the kinky things.
He's like, are you saying I would use you for base needs and urges? How dare you?
Oh, I am sorry. That is usually why somebody would purchase me. Ever since I was abducted in Nice.
He's like, I'm a high-minded individual. I believe in science and how it will transform the world. I was a young man like you once. Foolish.
Man.
You know what I mean. I believed in love. I had a family. And an American bomb burned them away. I'm all that is left, a scarred shadow on this world.
Ah, je déteste les Americans. Sorry, I do not like Americans.
I despise them.
They
But I
betray.
despise my own people even worse for giving in. They must be made to see true power. And with what I have purchased, they will. At this point, all the, there's no hills in the middle of Tokyo. Or like mountains.
He has a lair at the top of Mount Fuji. Oh, God.
Perhaps he does, but it's like inside. You know, it's like in those Mount Fuji caves, you know? Yeah. Anyway, or maybe he got his Tengu goons to hollow it out. So you drive down sort of a hidden road, and you head into this large cavern area. He goes to the center, and already the van with Crocodile's remains have been taken out. The coffin has been opened. Crocodile's body has been like put on like a big operating table in this huge open space. And up above, there's like robotic arms descending in, starting to operate on him, slicing open his chest and reaching inside, hooking up various wires, giving him cyborg innards. And a giant pulsing cyborg heart is being lowered into the cavity carved out there. So you guys are all on a balcony overlooking this. Tengu are all over the place, standing as guards, operating the machines. And Dr. Moto says, I need something giant to make the people of the world wake up. Due to there are certain issues, normal creatures cannot often be made giant.
Uh-huh.
But this simple crocodile man, circumstances made him giant once. He squandered it. Now science will give him that great size once more.
Make my monster grow.
And under my control, he will not squander it again. And that cybernetic heart is going into him.
Can I do a thing now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I nod and then I do that. Because screw observing this guy. I know the danger. I can act on my own.
All right, let's see how you transform. Let's see what happens there. And this is about when your dragon arrives on the scene.
Let's see. So it's plus freak, so that's a 7, so it happens. And while he's sort of boasting about himself, I'm thinking he's not looking at me at all. Like,
Sure.
He's just monologuing. And I'm just gonna blast him, like right from behind.
All right, give me a directly engage.
Okay. Oddly enough, that's still a 10.
Oh, wow.
Because I've got a +3 on danger.
Cool ranger powers.
Yeah.
So which two are you picking?
So
You are on a balcony, by the way, overlooking this,
this whole thing.
yeah, this giant
So
sort of cavern. Yeah.
I don't know that any of my teammates are anywhere near yet, right?
Not yet?
Like, I still think I'm by myself. So I am going to impress, surprise, or frighten him.
Okay.
And I am also going to resist and avoid any blows that come my way.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing he has guards.
For sure. All right. And a bunch of those Tengu start flying down. Their mouths are opening, and plasma laser blasts are
Yeah.
beaming out towards you. But so how do you avoid those?
Basically, at that point, because I'm guessing there's some sort of like glass ceiling sort of thing. Giant red dragon comes crashing down through the glass ceiling,
Ooh.
and I get inside of it.
All right. You just leap up and pop into the cockpit of your. I mean, they're Zords, but like, hey, that's a registered Bandai trademark. So we'll call them just mechs, I think.
Yeah, so the red dragon is a European style dragon, because she's European. And it goes like, makes a large growling sort of noise. I don't know, do you have anything like that pulled
A
up?
cool
Stuart?
dragon roar.
A cool roar. I
draconic
can't do
noise?
it, my voice is not.
You take a +1 Dr. Moto too, by the way. He's very.
Oh, cool.
As you knock him down, he's like, I knew you were more than just a simple French geisha.
There you go. So what does it mean to have like a +1 against an enemy?
On a roll that you do, you got a +1.
Okay.
Also, you can influence him, like, or when you're trying to provoke him, or when you attack him.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so that's, I'm gonna charge up this robot.
Okay. So he looks up, this is when your dragon also appears in the air, and he's like, the Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force. The greatest champions of humanity. I knew you would come. I welcome it. And now I will see your champions against mine. As he's saying this, 5 giant robotic Tengu come free from the shadows of the cave and launch up to attack. They look kind of like they're the normal Tengu around them, but these guys are giant-sized. And they're all wielding an assortment of Japanese weaponry. Laser-tized, of course. You know. Yep, there's some, like, that's the noise that their laser katanas, laser knives, laser throwing stars, laser whips, whatever, make as they hum through the air. So, Mirai, you're the first on the scene. What do you do?
Can I describe my stock footage of my Zord summoning?
Oh,
Can I
sure.
start with that? Cool.
Yeah.
So it's
There's always time for the stock footage. They gotta
Yeah.
use that time.
Every
Get the episodes to the
episode.
30
I should
minutes.
note, if this was animated when my character jumped up into the mech, it was obvious that it was just kind of drawn on his side.
It was like a Poochie.
Yeah.
Poochie returns to his home planet. Like, okay.
So my Zord, the camera zooms in on like a field of flowers. Roots start growing out of it until it forms like an Eastern-style dragon. It blooms out pink flowers like a mane.
Love it.
And the Snapdragon Zord comes out, and he's flying out to meet me. So what I actually want to do is see if I can grab Dr. Moto. Just swooped out and grabbed him.
Okay. Those Tengu, the giant Tengu, are between you and him.
Okay.
So we'll see how you do. Are you
Directly
going
engage?
to, what?
Would you like to directly engage? Or?
Yeah, because you're dealing with them, you are going to take a powerful blow. And then I think Zakir, Orin Zakir shows up on the scene next. So
Yeah, let's do a directly engage.
okay.
9, 10, 11. So I'm going to resist their blows and take Dr. Moto.
Okay.
So I'm just going to zoom right past them. The Tengu try and grab at me. They just grab hunks of flowers, and they have like bouquets.
They're like,
Wait, hold on. Is the mech suit like fitted with just flowers all over it? Like it's extra layer of just flowers.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're right. Why?
Why, Mirai?
Because it's Mirai.
Oh yeah.
They fall off like cherry blossoms in the spring.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So you managed to pick up Dr. Moto. As you're doing this, Cosette, I'm going to say your Zord's taking the powerful blow.
Oh,
What
I
if-
had resisted that, I thought.
Oh, that was a bit earlier, and that wasn't
Oh,
from the, I like to call them Zords. That was before you had gotten into it.
Okay, sorry.
This is one of the giant Tengus going to take its katana and try and ram it into your back
Okay.
as you're flying up there. So give me a powerful blow.
Okay.
These giant Tegu are mech-sized?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, that is a 9. So.
Okay, so what happens? That's not the worst.
I am going to. Let's see. Well, I can take advantage of my influence to inflict a condition. But I have influence right now on.
You do on Dr. Moto, who's currently in Mirai's hands there.
So, I mean, since I have influence on him, I'll use my influence to inflict a condition on Dr. Moto. So, I go. Your plans are weak and stupid and show a simple mind. In Japanese.
Ooh. Okay, so Moto's going to be a little insecure because of that.
A giant blizzard. How cliche for your people.
I had to do it. He's like, you will see the true result of my genius in time. And you're saying cliche, you're the one riding around a dragon.
Can it roar now?
It roars, I think he's checking in on something. It roars nastily right back. But your Zord, it did take a little bit of damage. Your mecha did take some damage. Bandai's lawyers, please don't. Don't get us.
They're
It's all
thorns.
one good fun.
So, yeah, so some sparks starting to fly up.
I think this
And this
qualifies
is-
under the fair use and cut or whatever.
Sure, I hope so. And this is when, I hope so, this is when Marvin arrives.
I mean, this is
Let
technically
me know
a
when I
parry.
get to attack back, by the way.
Alright, we'll say after these two come here and do something,
Okay.
we'll swap back to you.
Right, so my dragon is overhead, kind of like a water dragon, bearded dragon kind of thing.
Where does yours come out of? What's your stock footage look like?
Yeah, you can describe the Zord's arrival if you want.
I
It just
think
like
it's
burst out of the water? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
straight out of the water, splashing everywhere with a giant roar and everything. I'm not on it though. I come kicking the doors down.
Ooh.
With my practice sword over my head, and I throw it up in the air, touch the belt, which is also my morpher, and go, Henshin,
Whoa.
and transform into my ranger form.
All right, let's roll your what does your transformation sequence look like? Let's see how you do.
Alright. Morphin time. So that's gonna be good, yeah.
You get to take a +1 going forward, I think.
Yeah, that's a 12.
Nice. So how does your perfectly executed transformation look?
So, silvery water engulfs me, and then just explodes outward into my ranger form.
Oh,
But
man.
it also transforms my sword into like this giant buster swordish thing. And I catch it.
Wow, I mean, you should have been the one in the swimsuit. All this water stuff. No, that's very cool. Okay, you're in there. A bunch of those Tengu foot soldiers are rushing towards you, and down below you can see Crocodile's body starting to grow. All this cybernetic stuff's going through him, and his body is expanding very rapidly.
Whatever that thing is, it's not good. So I'm gonna try and stab his heart.
Okay, it has been patched up already, but you can still, you can go for a stab. So yeah, go for directly engage, and then we'll see what Jeff and Nick, or no, Nick and then Jeff.
So did it ship danger up, mundane down? Okay. And +1 for the next action. So what does that make it? A +4?
On your
This-
danger, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So 7, 11.
All right, you're picking 2.
I'm gonna take the heart.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'm going to... I'm going to frighten my opposition.
All right.
Which being the giant,
Yeah, it's the giant grown crocodile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you get part of the heart. But what's in there? Like it's already started to grow. It's like he's got some kind of techno-organic,
You've taken the organic portion of his heart. Now it just has cyber heart.
something like that, and it is already growing and expanding. And you stab this into him. You're not taking damage, but he is now. Crocodile like sits up, and you are dangling down
Oh boy.
on your blade on the
Like
middle
a
of this
spade
chest.
or,
It's damaged, but it is starting to
Narratively happens.
head out and
I
stomp
don't know if I still have him.
towards Tokyo.
I'm gonna hold on to the sword. I'm not letting it go until this bastard's heart is out.
A good idea. Meanwhile, Nick, your Zord arrives. What does that one look like? Your mecha arrives.
Yeah. So my mech is very. It looks like a wyvern, which, unless for some odd reason you don't know, is pretty much. If people know Game of Thrones, it's what they look like. So basically, they're
dragons, you
almost like almost like a European, but instead of having 4 legs, it has 2 and just wings instead of arms. So, yeah, I guess I'm trying to think of like the stock footage. Stock footage would be sort of. I think he just sort of like a crack comes out of the earth.
Oh, you're the Earth Dragon.
Yeah, and he just sort of just shoots up from the earth and just glides out. And so, but I think I'm sort of in the mech, sort of surveying, I guess. I basically see the growing
Giant crocodile
lizard,
man? Yeah, giant lizard.
and I'm like, well, and do I actually see Orin in like with
I
the
would say
sword?
so. In his suit, he's pretty noticeable. That giant sword dangling
Yeah.
from the chest.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Orin.
It's alright. I got this. Don't worry.
I want this.
Leading by example.
So I guess, yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll give this a shot. And do I have the heliokinesis as well in my mech?
Everybody
We all do
does.
Okay.
Because we came from
So,
space.
yeah, basically, I'm going to use it as sort of, basically, a giant gout of fire comes from my mech, from the mouth of my mech,
Whoa, nice.
and hits the
Okay.
lizard.
All right. Give me
Are there any more of the?
the giant robot Tengu.
Yeah.
There's
they
like
are.
4 of them.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, I'm
5.
actually
One
gonna
for
go
each
for
of
the,
you.
Go for the Tengu.
Good idea, because they're pretty dangerous too.
Yeah. So.
They're not as big as the crocodile's about to be.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
It goes way wide.
All right, that fire just scorches too wide, and a Tengu with, I'm gonna say, like 2 blades, laser blades, extending from its wrists, lands next to your dragon and just punch stabs you.
All right.
So you're taking a powerful blow.
Say when I was-
I'm going to use that opportunity to activate Henshin Hero Activate, which is when I take a
Oh.
powerful blow, you can choose this move instead of the basic move, which is I roll plus danger. On a hit, my suit responds to my call, and my mech form activates, or my ranger form, I guess.
Okay.
It's rolling.
You want to roll high, I think.
Yes, roll plus danger. It's a 9.
Okay, so what is that? What's the result for a 9?
I think it works.
All right, so you're able to buy your.
It's 7 to 9. The form activates, but at a cost. The opponent gets an opening or opportunity.
All right, so the cost is that you are able to absorb the damage, not doing too much. But the Tengu bears you down, and you slam onto the slopes of Mount Fuji. Huge cloud of dust moving up into the night sky as this Tengu is now on you, stabbing you down. And
Okay.
Naoto, this is when you show up.
Can I ask a quick question? Your color's blue?
Yes.
And you're green.
Yeah.
But you're the earth and you're
Well,
the air
I was thinking-
dragon? I'm so confused.
Green wind can be green,
Yeah.
earth can be blue.
If you want to talk Japanese
Water
culture,
silver.
green and blue used to be the same color for a while. So
Huh.
When I was a kid and watching things like
Well,
Voltron.
I was going to do water, but he took it. So
We can have 2 waters. Ocean and the river.
Yeah, actually, when I heard the color, I thought earth, water, air.
We
So-
could always retcon it.
All right, you guys want to
Stock
switch?
footage switches.
Sorry,
So,
it's just.
so
No, it's fine.
retconning mine would be just sort of from the clouds. He sort of just swoops down. So
All right, so Jeff, you arrive. What do you do?
So you're the dragon now.
So
yeah, he's the Earth.
I feel like the reason why I'm the last one is because my stupid cousin. I had to drop him off somewhere.
What did you do?
That's
with
exactly
Portingi?
what
Yeah.
I did. So I think what happened was I was still at the scene, and I'm like, man, where the hell am I gonna put you? And I finally just decide I'm just gonna throw him in the dumpster, and then like close it up and lock it up. Like you'll be fine. There's enough food in there. It's dirty.
Dang. Living off of garbage, rice, and sushi. So,
I'm also going to morph in time to get into my mecha and go. For my henshin, it's literally a zoom up as you see me like about to do the like One Piece suit strip off, and it zooms back out, and I'm just in the costume after like the super close up. And my stock footage is literally, man, because it's Earth, it's coming out, like it's digging itself out of the ground, like
Sure, like burrowing?
Nidhogg style.
the Pokemon. Oh, yeah, the Pokemon, yeah. That's
So
what Nidhogg
rises
is.
up out of the ground, and like I get swallowed up in it, causing terrible damage to the city. But basically, I burrow back into the ground, and when I arrive on the scene, I just let's see here.
He is pinned down right now with a giant Tengu on him.
Yeah.
Let's be funny, and yes, I was in the ground, but suddenly I'm coming downward in a ball, as a ball, and you see that the mech actually is the shield arm because its shield is out, and I just comet onto the Tengu.
All right, can you directly engage? Or actually, you can decide, directly engage or defend. You choose.
I'm definitely directly engaging.
Okay.
Because I'm taking.
I didn't do my
I think it
thing.
was sort of.
Oh, but it's a good thing I did. I rolled a 7. So that just barely made it.
All right, what are you picking as you smash into this Tengu?
Remember, your danger shifts up by one.
When you touch it.
Oh, yeah,
Ding goes
right.
down.
So it's 8.
Oh, okay. Is that...
But
That can
that's.
make a difference.
Yeah,
No.
just things you remember. All right.
Alright. So. Yeah, I'm going to free him. I'm taking control of him away from the Tengu.
Sure. All right,
So
so you
that's-
knock the Tengu off, it falls back. At this moment, Mirai, we're going to cut to you as you're flying up, holding onto Dr. Moto, and he kind of like, you're dragging, I guess, is kind of looking down at him. He looks right up at you, and he sees through this mecha, and he just says, Mirai.
I haven't actually said that I've transformed yet, so it's entirely possible I'm just in the mech.
No, he knows it's you.
And you're still in the geisha.
He
Yep,
says,
so the geisha.
yeah, he says, do you think a father could ever forget his child, even one dressed as foolishly as you?
Foolishly, this is, the epitome of Japanese culture.
It might be so, Mirai, but you have taken up so many cultures over the years. You were a buffoonish robot in a casino robbery. Then you were some American, some cowboy in the Vietnam War, and then you were playing Disco King in Hollywood.
I was trying to find out who I am. You were no help, father.
I don't feel comfortable on a team with an older member. How old are you?
Technically, I think I might still be a teenager.
Are you sure?
What year were you born? 1960 something? It's 1980.
Oh, it's 1980. Yeah. It's,
You people are using the communication channel improperly.
No, we're using it to communicate.
But not for fighting, and we are in a fight, I think. I haven't fought in a little bit.
You know what? We'll get back to you. You can because there's something important is about to be revealed.
I'm still dangling on this.
And he says, "And what are you doing now, Mirai?"
I am saving the world from you. With flower power.
That is a wonderful game you can play, but like always, you're simply a puppet dancing in the shows that other people make. It's time that your strings were cut.
I'll show you, Father. I'm a real boy.
Yeah, you tell him.
Do you think Mirai would take a powerful emotional blow from this insult from his father?
Let's try it. Let's find out.
Okay. While you're saying this, all your communicators are picking up a distress signal from HQ.
7. So, I'm gonna go mark some conditions for this.
So his words do kind of hurt.
Let's go with angry, because where the hell have you been? And let's go with insecure for the same reason.
Alright, so at this moment, all you get calls from your mech's communications arrays or your wrist watches, as the case may be. And it is Pidgey-kun being like, "Guys, we're under attack!
Stop being so vulnerable to kidnappings.
I don't know if they're trying to kidnap me. I think they're just trying to murder me. And they're trying to attack Commander Pink." And you hear he's like, "I'm trying to get into my own mecha and fight back." And he's like a little tiny cute dragon, baby dragon kind of looking thing. "But I don't know if I can. There's some they're like Tengu cyborg ninjas."
Listen to me. You are strong and powerful, not just in your mind, but in your body. You can go out, you can fight, you can destroy everything, take them down, bathe in their blood.
Maybe don't do the bathing in blood.
No, you should totally bathe in that
Yeah,
blood.
and I'm
Okay,
doing
Cosette,
and
Chan.
I'm doing the
Comfort support.
comfort or support using danger.
Yes, okay.
Because I have color-coded hero red,
Yeah.
which equals danger.
Alright, go for it.
Bathe in their blood.
Wow.
Yeah, that works.
So that's a 15.
And that's like, so it would be oil.
You're right, Cosette-chan.
He hears me, I guess he'd technically be marking potential, and he shifts his labels so that he's super dangerous now.
Okay, he says, "You're right, Cosette-chan. It's time for a bloody bath time."
That's right. Make them regret the day that they tried to pick on you, Pidgey-kun. No. Now, Pidgey-san.
And just like that, his balls finally dropped.
Oh man, Pidgey-san. Okay.
You're right.
He's still like an 11-year-old. I don't know if that's him. Yeah.
Everything was great. Just don't refer to it as a bloodbath time next time.
Okay.
Okay.
So he charges the family. Commander Pink says, "Your words of support are excellent for young Pidgey-kun, but I need you here. He can't hold off these ninjas alone, and I think they've come for me."
We will be there as fast as we have taken care of these stupid turkeys. Now.
Yeah. So what do you do to the remaining? The
so-
one that he hit is pretty much out. Like it got clobbered pretty well. So what do
Are
you-
any of the others? Have any of the others taken any punches yet? Or
Not really. One of them
Gotten hit.
tried to take a stab
Okay.
at you, and also this guy still dangling from the chest.
Still dangling from the giant.
So-
The giant crocodile man.
Okay, number one, we never saw my dragon scene because,
Oh, you're right. Cause it just kind of cut
because
to
it was flying through the sky.
Yeah. We can rewind.
It got cut for time in this episode, but normally it would burst out of an active volcano
Yeah, fire.
because it's the fire dragon, and then
And also
flies up into straight up into the sky like a phoenix and
I will
roars.
say we also didn't see how I transformed.
Oh yeah.
So basically, I was thinking of sort of like, it basically just sort of like plates of armor, just sort of like just connecting onto my body, and you also see two batons like on his back.
Yeah, kind of the joints pop into
Yeah.
existence,
Yeah.
extending.
Yeah. So basically, and then I think since that was because of like trying to avoid a blow, I just grabbed the batons and used them to sort of protect him.
Nice. Okay. So Cosette,
Okay, yeah, and
what do you do to take?
I don't think I
these-
ever specify when she crosses with the X's. It is a kind of flamey looking thing that wraps moves around.
Oh, sure.
So I am going to actually use my defeat equals explosions in a novel way, because there's the one that's pretty much disarmed.
Yeah.
What I want to do is have the dragon like whip its tail around and whack it into like at least one of the other ones, maybe two of them if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I'll see how well you roll. I like that idea.
So that when it explodes, it takes out two more of them, because we don't have time.
Good point. You got to get back there and
Yeah.
save Pidgecoon and Commander Pink.
So we're doing defeat equals explosions. So that is. It's not a good roll, but I have +3, so that's nice.
Cool.
What did
So
you get?
that's an 8 altogether. So I don't want to avoid causing significant collateral damage. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of it.
It's just a mountain as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that I'm going to resist and avoid any blows that are coming my way while I'm doing it.
All right.
Because it's just a whip around tail whack.
So how high did you roll overall?
An 8 altogether.
Okay, I'll say that you take up maybe like 2 or 3 of these
Okay.
giant Tengu, and they just like the one that you hit does blow up. So the punch knife one is gone, and in the explosions, the other 2 are hit and severely damaged.
Okay.
So I would say a few more blows from your friends could take them out. Meanwhile, Mirai, the Dr. Moto, he is he's gonna try and escape. He's a man of advanced with many inventions. He's gonna try and like phase out of your hands. So as you're holding on, you can see he's starting to get like fainter and starting to slip through your fingers.
Cool.
Is there anything you can do to stop him as he's like teleporting away?
I'm just going to helioblast him from point blank.
Wow,
I'm just
alright.
holding him. And
Set your fire on father. Set your father on fire.
Out of your weird flower dragons.
out of my weird flower dragon. I'm actually going to do this with Mecha Charge moves because we haven't actually played with those yet. So let's see
Okay,
how.
the combined will happen very shortly though, so don't worry about that.
So that is going to be a 7-8. So I do get charge moves, and I'm going to use that with. There's one. Disengage safety system. Spend a charge to add +1 to directly engage a threat. You will cause unwanted collateral damage. So let's see how this works.
All right, I'll tell you what the unwanted collateral damage is in a second. I got an idea for it.
So that is going to be an 9. So still partial success. I want to frighten Dr. Moto with how little I care about him.
Yeah, he's definitely scared. You can see the fear on his face as the fire engulfs him right before he faces away.
And my Helioblast looks like a Pokemon Solar Beam attack.
Sure. Here's the bad thing about it. It vaporizes a bunch of. Oh, sorry, because let me just explain this, and then because this might change what you want to do. It blasts like a bunch of trees free of their roots, and they go under the feet of the Crocodile, who's now Godzilla-sized. He goes sliding on these trees, and he goes careening down with you. And we're going to get to you in a second. And they all rush down into Tokyo.
Ooh.
So he is
There is a
now.
move for that.
So he is now crashing his way into the city. So you're dangling on him. Do you try and still hang on, or are you letting go? Because you'll be flung into the air.
You know what? I want to be flung in the air.
All right. So you pull the sword free and fly out. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Because you're very high up.
All right, DVD version. My dragon has been altered. It's no longer water, but air. Different stock footage. The dragon comes from the sky.
I thought you were still water and I was there.
I thought you changed to Earth.
No, he's
I'm
Earth.
Earth.
All right.
I thought
Okay,
you
so you're
switched
still
to
water.
He's water.
He's.
Yeah,
Okay.
you changed to water.
I thought it was
and then-
air, earth, water, fire, flower.
Flowers. Fifth element. Flowers.
No, heart. You're totally heart.
Oh, because the fifth element is love.
Yeah, but I thought you changed to water because you were blue.
Yeah, I thought you changed to water.
I think he changed to blue air because he's blue. Blue sky.
I thought you changed to water. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, it's all right. I'm just getting more and more confused by this.
Yeah.
So can I still be water?
Yes. You're still water.
All right. No DVD version.
Yeah.
DVD version change in the
But
middle
yeah.
of the DVD.
Movie version. Yeah.
But yeah, I
The only
tried
reason I'd
to
raise
call
my
my
hand is I
dragon,
hadn't finished saying what I was
and I'm
doing.
going to
Oh,
draw.
dang. Okay, we'll get
So
to you after this.
That's why I raised my hand.
Okay, I'm sorry. We
It's
can
okay.
get back to you in a sec.
Sorry. But call my dragon, and I'm going to try and have it coil around giant crocodile. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think there's a move for that, like...
It's
What is it?
just outside the city limits, I think is.
That's how we get
one
him.
of the-
Tower
that's how we get-
defense.
Oh, tower defense. Okay.
Yeah, so I need to use burn for that.
Yeah, or charge.
Yours just outside the city limits.
Yeah, which is
Alright.
Something
so
one of
let's
us should do
transform.
soon.
one of us should probably do that.
So, danger, that's a 12 hold 4 charge. Alright, I'll use just outside the city limits. Spend 2 charge on your mecha form transformation to include a spontaneous relocation of the fight to either a skyscraper-filled downtown street or a narratively convenient junkyard quarry or abandoned warehouse.
Sure.
We're built to the abandoned warehouse district,
Ooh,
where my
alright.
dragon is going to hold Crocodile in place.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna say so the fight. Thankfully there's an abandoned warehouse district like right next to Tokyo, and that's where you are battling it out with this
Why
this
does it always end
crocodile.
up here?
Well, it's like the quarry.
Okay, Kazan, what do you
So the
do?
thing that I was going to say at the end of my turn
Uh-huh.
was that after she hit the robot into the others, she wasn't even waiting to see what happened. She just took off.
All right, that makes sense.
Because
I think your teammates might have it under control.
Yeah, that was her
Or so they
assumption,
think.
is that they had it under like I just clearly took out all of them. That's what's going on in her head.
Sure.
So it is time to get back to the base.
Yeah,
So that's
go help out Pidgey.
yeah. So I just want to say that because a lot of stuff started happening before I'd finished saying what was happening on my turn. So.
Okay.
A lot of retcons. And retcons of retcons.
All right.
So I just want to know that she's already on her way.
Yes, you were getting back in the base in like one turn. Is anybody going with you? Or anybody staying? Because there's like these Tengu, they're pretty much out, I would say.
That's fine.
Okay.
Is that our?
She doesn't even care. Like if you want.
But you still have one teammate fighting Crocodile. Sorry.
I'll stick
alright.
with, I'll stick with Lauren.
All right. So you three go back to the base. We'll do the base, then we'll go back to Crocodile. Because things with him, the fight is about to take a turn. As you guys rush back, you find that, and you go into the special tunnels lead under Tokyo Tower, and the Go-Go Battle Mech Super Force base has been wrecked pretty bad. There's lots of these Tengu ninjas, these like cybernetic forms smashed around. Pichikun did a pretty good job defending, but he was overwhelmed, and his mech was is damaged a bit, and his little baby dragon is like collapsing. He managed to get free of it, and he got roughed up pretty bad too. Like his arm is like a bad angle, and you could tell he got hurt pretty rough. But even worse than that is that he's going over to Commander Pink, and the big glass tube is like smashed open, and this pinkish.
Gone back faster than that.
Yeah. No. You had time to save her. You had time to save Commander Pink, but it's starting to like dissipate and come free. Now you may be able to chance. Now you have a chance to do something about it.
Okay. I'd like to do my mecha charge up since I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the first one on the scene. So, well, yeah, I'm getting to hold a 4 charge. So I am going to do. I just saw what I want to do. Let's see. So I'm going to spend 1 charge to move any place I choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in my way.
Hitting the nos.
Yeah, hitting the mouse. So I'm doing that one, and I feel like there was another charge that I wanted to do. Spend 2 charge to take 10 plus when you unleash your powers. Okay. So I'm also going to do an all systems go, which is I channel the full capacity of my mech systems to overcome an obstacle or reshape my environment. Spend 2 charge to take 10 plus when you unleash your powers.
Nice. Okay.
So basically, what the dragon comes tearing down, and instead of landing next to it, like it uses the power of the heliokinesis to basically turn into a red comet,
Whoa.
and just blast right through like the 2 or 3 Kengu that are like right next to the tube, smashing it.
All right. You just incinerate them.
Yeah, just incinerate them.
Okay. So the room is clear. Commander Pink, you can still hear the voice coming from the speakers. Though now it has a slightly more New Jersey kind of accent to it. And it's like, yeah, you guys are starting to realize who it is.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's like, Super Force, report.
Oh no.
We hear. God.
Sorry.
We are here, Commander Pink.
What did you discover? What's going on out there?
He's trying to create some sort of Godzilla.
Are you an American?
I don't really have much of a nationality now.
Commander.
Uh-huh.
Commander Pink, how can we fix your colon?
I don't know, guys. It got smashed up real bad. I'm starting to all sort of dissipate and float around here. If you gotta find something else to hold me in, I don't know. I can try and hold myself together for a bit, but I belong to the stars. I gotta start going back there. What's going on out there? Who are yous all fighting?
How mean.
It would have been so useful. Oh wait, you are air now, right? No.
And also,
Are you there now?
Pidgey-kun's mech. His mech is still there. He's out of it now.
So I'm going to communicate to number one. We need the air power to get her back inside of her column.
How.
And then I can fix it using
Well,
my...
the column, like, it's smashed pretty bad. Like, the column is probably not going to be able to be repaired.
Oh, is it cracked or is it just busted?
It's like, there's a huge crack smashed open in the center of it, and she's, like, leaking out. So you gotta find some other container for her.
Did I go here to the Command Center 2, or is it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was you three.
If I can show up now, I have an idea for
Yeah,
this.
you all came in together.
With our combined powers of earth and fire, we can make a new container.
I can just. I'm actually want to use my Swiss Army weapon function.
Sure.
Okay, so here, hold on. Let me see if. Like, I'm actually patting myself down as I'm doing this because I have to roll for
My containment belt.
I should have that thing. Yes, I do.
Ooh, dang.
I rolled a 13.
Whoa.
So hold on a moment. On a 10 plus, choose one bonus. Upgrade. Item works perfectly well. +1. Go 4. You don't have to roll. Off-label use. Yeah, I think I'm trying for an off-label use, and it works really well. I have a capture jar device. It's normally for villains who are gaseous.
Sure,
And
okay.
I'm like,
She's like, this'll work for now, I guess. And you kind of put it next to the tube, and it starts going in there. So she'll be okay for a bit.
You did a very good job. Clearly, we are the superior team, and I think that maybe in future we should reconsider who is the left leg in the giant turbo.
So she says,
I mean, do you actually understand the importance of being a leg? I'm a shield arm. I only get to defend. He only gets to swing and misses probably half of the time. But you actually coordinate our balance.
Okay, I can see this.
That sounds like a comfort and support.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. Yeah, I'm terrible.
hey, mark potential. So, Pidgey-kun says,
She just is in her cockpit scowling and says in French, like, I will become.
I would become numb.
I will become like them.
so Commander Pink says, as she's now in your new containment unit, she's like, so, what's going on out there? Who are you fighting? What did Dr. Moto get? What did he buy?
He bought the, oh god, now that I know who it is. Hey, so he bought the body of a dead crocodile man wearing a leather jacket and turned him into a Godzilla monster.
No.
Gojira.
And the pink is like flashing. She's like, it's Rocky D. I thought his troubles were over. I guess not. I need you.
Is this team full of foreigners? I don't understand. Sorry.
Hey, I don't have any, I've moved beyond nationality. And Rocky D, maybe he deserves to do that too. I got an idea. A long time ago, I talked him down when he got giant. Maybe I can do it now. Pidgey-kun, can you put me in that little mech of yours? And he's like, I think so, Commander Pink. Or I think so, Pink-san. I'll get it ready, but it will take some time. And she says, all right, go and try hold Rocky D. He's not in control of himself now. He's a good person, I know it.
Really?
He's got good in him.
It's
I'll go.
This was her belief back in the day.
Yeah, and maybe there is some good in him still. I'll try and bring it out, but you have to stop him before he hurts anybody. Go and fight him. Hold him off.
What are you
I'll join him
we've
soon.
been doing?
As you're oh no, you were flown free, but you're in your mech now.
Okay.
So in fact, let's while there or something you want to do, Cosette?
I was just gonna say, Okay, attack pattern delta. And she flies off, expecting that you guys know what that means, which you don't.
Mirai's gonna go swoop down
We have
and
an
grab
attack pattern.
Pink to take her with us because love conquers all.
Are you taking Pidgey Coon's little mech too? Okay.
Yeah, wasn't she in the little mech?
He's like working on putting her in there. He's trying to put her in control of it.
Okay.
It's a little, capture units aren't meant to go into cockpits, so he's hooking up wires and things to make it work. Meanwhile, let's get back to you, because Crocodile's changing fast.
And
Like
Nick,
the
you're there too, right?
the cybernetics are just ripping through him. Like his
So we have
wires
a
are
torso
starting
and a
to
right arm.
burst free from his scales. Big, strange,
This is why
fleshy,
legs are important. I'm just saying.
big fleshy globules
without me.
are bursting free. He's a pretty nasty looking
could
creature.
argue.
Maybe he even was before, but now he's particularly bad. Yeah, he's looking real rough as these bulges are coming out of his flesh. Wires are like running everywhere, and he's like roaring and thrashing around. Lots of warehouses being destroyed. So what are you guys doing?
The property.
Right?
Yeah, I suddenly realized
This is like a combination between Tetsuo, Iron Man, and Godzilla.
Hey, they
it's amazing.
correct.
I love it.
Astute viewers will realize they are 100% correct.
Like, he's like, I haven't seen any of this crap.
No, I've seen Tetsuo Iron Man, but I have seen Akira, and Akira, and this is the end of that.
Yeah.
Perhaps if they get the happy ending that Akira had.
Kaneda!
We'll get there. So, Nick, maybe we haven't done it yet. So,
Okay.
your mech shows up just as Crocodile's smashing these warehouses. He's going to head towards populated Tokyo soon. So, what do you do?
That's a very good question.
Come on, indecisive man.
Exactly.
Be decisive. Now's your time.
Well, the problem is me myself is also indecisive, so shit. Which is why I chose this character.
It's cool. You're role playing as yourself.
Yeah, pretty much actually, yeah. It doesn't help that I haven't really looked at the charge up moves.
Okay, we can get back to you if you want to take some more time. We
Yeah,
can go
I'm
to-
at least going to charge up. See what
Okay.
I have to work with.
All right. Well, I'm going to say while you're doing this, Zakira, you were looking at your mech, right?
Yeah, and it's currently coiled around the giant lizard.
Okay.
Not doing much at all.
All right. He looks down, and a huge Godzilla-esque laser beam blasts from his jaws and burns into you. So you're taking a powerful blow.
Ooh, that's not good. Actually, instead of doing that,
Oh, you want to try and defend?
I want to see if I can do that strong as they need to be.
Okay.
Which is, you literally wear a giant mecha suit. When you defend someone or something by physically putting yourself in harm's way, you roll plus danger instead of plus savior. On a 7 or 9, instead of choosing usual drawbacks to get damaged. So.
No, leader.
Ooh, hello.
He doesn't need to
Nice.
worry about it anyway.
Yeah. How'd that defend you?
It's 13.
Very cool. So, how do you defend from this laser blast hitting down?
So I think, yeah, I'm in. I think the dragon sword just flies in between them and just
Up into the mouth.
up into the mouth and just directs it towards.
Ooh,
the,
I see. Kind of an
sky.
uppercut. Yeah. So a laser blast hits the
Dragon
sky. You are okay.
Nice.
And-
Thanks, Taro.
So, Crocodile shakes you off. He's just like roaring around.
Of course, that means it just burns through a swath of Tokyo.
Yeah, so when Tokyo gets destroyed, it gets destroyed like every week.
Yeah.
So it's okay. His tail's thrashing back and forth, and he's now careening his way towards the populated area. So what are you doing? You can do maybe one thing before he gets there and before your friends arrive. And it's time to
I
combine.
don't think I can combine carpet
All right.
with that. With that.
So I'm gonna spend one charge to use. What is it? Carpsivis?
Yeah, carpet cities.
Yeah, seize or intercept an object up to 2 tons that is threatening civilians, bystanders, or infrastructure. I don't think that
What does
weighs
it mean by
2 tons.
seize?
He weighs way more than 2 tons.
So I'm just going to have to seize whatever he's throwing at the people over there.
Okay, yeah, I'll see like he picks up a warehouse and chucks it at him.
It's a
Oh, no.
warehouse.
Yeah.
So intercept that.
All right, give me the roll. Oh, no,
No, that's
using
just-
Yeah,
your-
it's just one charge.
Oh, okay, right. So you spend the charge, and how do you stop this warehouse from smashing into downtown Tokyo?
We all have heliokinesis, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That includes magnetism, I think. or something like that.
Or were we just doing that very specifically, or were we just doing?
Or was it just fire?
It's just, well, it's solar energy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's-
I can say
Blast
magnetism's part of it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, heliokinesis in and of itself does include magnetism, but I don't know if that we wanted to phrase it as as heliokinesis using all of
Yeah, I'm
heliokinesis.
fine with that.
I mean,
If you
what's
want
it? Is that by the game definition
By
or
the game, by
Heliokinesis.
by
Heliokinesis.
the definition of heliokinesis.
Gotcha.
All right.
I don't know what it
By
means
the
other
sun.
than using the powers of the
It's
sun.
yeah, and,
Sure.
and the sun has like solar flares, magnetism.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll take your word for it.
like
So you,
Intense gravity.
yeah, intense
In
gravity,
that
plasma-
case,
plasma
I'm going to
manipulation.
use the heliokinesis to throw that warehouse right back into Crocodile.
whoa, nice. Okay, give me unleash your powers for this.
Right, so-
And this is when the rest of you guys show up.
Yep.
That's a 9.
Ooh, all right. It smashes into him,
So
and yeah, he's slowed down a bit, just in time for your friends to show up.
I'm going to use the last of my charges to I just saw it.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to hit him hard. Disengage safety systems. Spend a charge to add +1 to directly engage a threat. I'll cause unwanted collateral damage.
We just tried. Oh, come on!
You have Cassette in your team. Okay, roll. Let's see what happens there.
Sorry. Yeah, so I took that additional +1. So that is 9. Yeah, 12.
12. Okay, so pick 2,
Okay.
and I'll describe how the collateral damage happens.
Damn it, Kazette.
Well, I'm resisting and avoiding blows. And I am going to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Okay, you give Crocodile some pause.
Yeah, so I'd scare the crap out of Crocodile.
Yeah.
So it's just like the flaming dragon just shoots out of the sky and
Rams him? Or?
yeah, just rams him.
So
All right, the force carries him and Crocodile back, and you are out of the warehouses, and now you smash into populated Tokyo. And now Pichikun's talking to
Oh,
all your
because you're still
communicators.
wrapped around him, right?
No, he shut me off a while.
Yeah, you were just
Well,
you just want to
who's
keep him
him
out of
and
the populated
Crocodile?
areas. What?
Who's him and Crocodile?
All right, sorry, I mean you and Crocodile. Your
Oh.
dragon and Crocodile are in there.
Gotcha.
Now. So Pichikun, the communicator, says, "Super Force, time to combine."
Don't tell me what to do.
You can come. I'm not. It says. I'm not requesting, please.
We are so much stronger when we're together.
Naoto-chan, please. It's just an offer.
guys,
My
he's
character.
right. We should do this.
But I'm already winning.
Super Force.
Right!
You
Crocodile.
No!
He's in the populated area.
Cosette, we're causing too much damage. We need
Oh,
to finish
not
this.
enough.
We need to finish this quickly and calmly.
So confused.
We're going in five
shouldn't have
different
sweet
directions
popcorn.
right now.
But
We
okay.
need to be united.
Okay.
Super Force, combine!
Wow. All right. So you guys are ready to form like
You have
form
like,
like Voltron.
By the way, you have like an override on her for what you say. Combine that it forces the dragon.
A specific.
So she's like
Kazette.
doing this to me.
Wow.
She's like doing this to try to combine.
I feel like I should also say same here because you don't tell me what to do, but then, yeah, you don't.
I feel like my dragon just grabs yours. Come on.
No! Come here!
So I know you're the left leg and you're the shield. What are the rest of you guys?
Right
When you
leg.
Form up. You're the right leg.
I guess I'm the left.
You're the right arm.
Right arm.
Yeah, torso, head.
Torso.
Torso and head. Or Pichikun could be the head.
And I'll forge the head.
Yeah.
Because he's
Pichikun's
like-
the little dragon
yeah.
is the head.
Yeah,
Or it
because
could be
he's
the wings.
He's the special edition helmet.
Yeah,
Well, I
he's a
think
special
he's-
helmet.
Alright.
That's
He can be the head because it makes sense as the brain.
because he's small. He's the brain. It makes
Sure.
sense.
And I'll form the head.
Are we all magically now in the middle, like in the torso?
We're in the chest.
Oh yeah.
Like we're all in the chest, like in a.
Absolutely. Well, the screen cuts into 5 pieces. You see all your heads together. You know.
Yeah. Are we still in our individual ones? Then, or?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like we're still in our individual ones, and they've done a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the center.
So
the leader.
you guys have formed together. Crocodile is just roaring and thrashing, freaking out, and unless you as a super mech, I don't know if you guys have a special name for the new form, do something,
don't know if we
he's
can
gonna be
figure it out.
like smashing his way through Tokyo. So what do you do?
I say nailed because I don't like being part of the combined form.
Nope. It's locked in.
We still got to do
So-
Rangers Unite.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is when you're doing the Rangers Unite.
The Ranger chosen to direct the transformation rolls
I'm
plus
gonna go-
superior.
Which I guess it would be you.
Which is the
yeah,
leader.
the leader.
All right. But- So
That was not great.
5. Yeah, that's a 5.
On a miss, the transformation is successful, but only barely. The Ranger directing questions their ability and marks a condition.
All right, you're taking the condition.
Actually, so hold on. We have team, don't we?
You do.
It
this
only
is the
takes
climax.
2 of us to help you, and we can succeed.
Okay.
All right, nice. So you can move it up to 7.
Like, who's willing to? Because I was about to. Because I think Naoto will help because he's super conflictive. At first, he didn't want to do the combined form, but then as soon as he realized Cosette was going to be doing all the fighting, he's like, "No, I want to be part of the fighting too. Like, let's do this!" And like trying to drag everyone back.
All right.
Would that be like the
'Cause that's
if one of
the
the
whole
Rangers
thing
wishes to
about
break away
Cosette,
from the combined
like-
form without the others, roll plus superior on a.
What's that?
So basically, it says right here, if one of the Rangers wishes to break away from the combined form without the others, roll plus superior. On a 10 plus, you break away, and any other Rangers accept and understand why.
Well, I'm gonna see you guys have
We should probably just stick with make
you overrode her. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that she has done this so many times that they've overridden her.
yeah, they put a little
limits.
switch in there to keep her under control.
And
So-
until she can like hack it to like not do that anymore. Which,
All right.
So
Wow.
So what move do you guys do to take on
All right, so we
Crocodile?
get 4 charge.
Yep.
You gotta choose things a little quickly here.
I
She's
have
gonna
an
be on
idea.
you in a second. Yeah.
I would like to activate Tower Defense. Spend 1 charge to activate your mecha's external shielding and defense systems, creating a barrier that will hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1 of those charge. You see roots come out of the leg, bury into the ground, and like a wall of plants just appears in front of Crocodile, preventing him from going further into Tokyo.
All right. He is held back by those roots. And now he's turning to face you. He's gonna take his rage out on your roots.
Well, do we have like a combined form weapon of some sort? I'm guessing.
Sword?
yeah, I would think that.
Do we have
I had
blazing sword?
suggested that we use the helio.
Yeah.
Aegis
Giant
to make a flame.
helio sword.
Form blazing sword.
Can I just?
Which I'm guessing
So
is in
who
my
rolls
hand.
directly engage with this one?
I would think it would be
It'd
him.
probably be me.
All right, go
since
for
It's
it.
in my hand.
Can I?
It's in your mouth.
Can I make a note of something really quickly?
Sure.
So, because this is the last thing I'm going to do for a little bit. So, the way I envision this character is like on the show, she's always like kicking a bunch of ass up until they get into combined form. At which point she just sulks, puts in her Walkman, pops in her earphones, and contributes in no conceivable way whatsoever.
We need you to pivot.
So much for
Pivot.
She's like-
This is why.
Up the volume. She's just turning the volume knob up.
Yeah, pretty much.
which is basically at that point, I'm pretty sure we all just go into a defensive point, and which is pretty good for at least my fighting style because it's very sort of unless I have misinterpreted what the fighting style which I'm playing.
Eskrima?
Yeah, Eskrima is very. It seems like it's very defensive and sort of like taking things out quickly.
We
and
need
sort
you
of-
to pivot. We need you to walk for.
So how did the directly engage?
Does this mech just hop on one leg a lot?
I think it's just kind of dragging a useless leg behind it. It's like limping
I think,
along.
I think basically, I would say
You know.
Crocodile just sort of charges in, and we sort of combine it to have you sort of block any sort of like. It looks very, very quick and very, but basically, it's sort of blocked, and then the sword just comes straight down. Over
Cuts
onto
into him?
and Cuts into him. Yeah.
All right, it cuts pretty deep, and those techno-organic vines are going everywhere. He's like cut in half. He's starting to wrap around, and this is when Troublegum, Commander Pink, starting to meld with him. Or not Joe, she calls out from helmet, Rocky D! And her essence bursts free from the helmet of your super mech. Goes in to Rocky D, and
It's gonna take forever.
and kind of absorbs him, takes him in, she draws that nasty techno-organic stuff out and boils it away, and they meld together and start.
A weird gummy crocodile.
Yes.
I'm watching all this on my monitor with my headphones.
And you're like, what? And they float skyward, and Commander Pink says, friends, it's been an honor, but me and Rocky D, we belong with the stars. And she and Rocky D's, whatever's left of him, fly away and leave. And now, you are left alone.
But wait, who's
Did
gonna
it
pay
turn
for the
into a
damage?
bubblegum amalgamation before floating off into space?
No, she's like a pink essence.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's a
cool.
weird misty cloud kind of guy.
Just making sure
It
because
absorbed up Rockadile and his essence. Pidgey-Coon says, well, Commander Pink's gone, guys. I guess, what are we going to do now?
Well, we need to.
okay. If you give me your mech, can you please like take the left arm so that we can walk? Oh wait, you can't hear me.
With your music.
Overright.
Pidgey-Coon says, well, I guess
Just limping home.
and once we limp home, I've got an idea. I think,
Can we get
Where-
out of this stupid robot now?
yes, we can.
All right, fine.
he's
I
like,
think at this
guys,
point we'll just disengage.
It's
I know what we're gonna
useless
do.
now anyways.
we're going to be heroes. And that is where the credits roll. And zooming past the screen.
When part of Tokyo in flames.
Yeah, as you're going back to Tokyo in
We
Flames.
saved it!
So that brings us to the end.
To be fair, this happens a lot in Tokyo.
Sure, it's like every other month Tokyo's destroyed by some kind of kaiju. This is the end of this episode of Generation Hero. Big in Japan. A very exciting ending, and I gotta say, the Ranger stuff worked great. Yeah. Huge thanks to Samantha. I think she did an excellent job
Thanks,
developing.
Samantha. That was
The
fun.
Ranger is really fun to play, I hope, and it's definitely fun to GM for. I love like all the crazy curveballs they're throwing at me.
I'm planning on continuing to play this character into the
Yes.
80s.
In fact, I was going to go around and ask. I don't know if we'll do more Big in Japan. We might do it in like the 90s once we finish the 80s five-part arc. Sure, we'll do like it'll be a weirder like Evangelion themed stuff where Pidgey-Coon is like a drinking problem. You know? but let's go around and tell me this. Kind of in the aftermath.
Man, that's going to be even more Cosette.
Yeah. Well, because I might get a drinking problem too. So tell me, what happens to
Cosette
your
already has a drinking problem.
what happens to your hero as the 80s kind of go on? Do they stay in the Super Force? Do they leave? What happens? Let's start with Jeff.
So, I mean, he joined the Super Force to get away from the Yakuza. So he sticks around. And I tried to play without glasses because I wanted it to be like, oh, he absolutely needs glasses. What are you, a nerd? But no, he's wearing glasses now, like I am. He basically starts actually drawing manga, like this first fight, adventure, whatever, he actually draws that as an issue. And may or may not actually draw schematics for robots in the future.
Oh, cool.
Like he graduates and starts doing that.
Nice. All right, Nick, what happens to Taro?
All right. I'd say he sort of gained a little bit, sort of a new understanding of his role with the team. So he'll stick around to sort of like the defender of peace.
Yeah, makes sense.
So,
Remains the sword.
yeah.
Okay, how about Mirai? What happens to him?
So, once Mirai gets back to the command center, Mirai makes a nice, pretty flower statue where the pillar was for Commander Pink, using a bunch of pink flowers to honor her. And goes about her way. She still actually has her gymnastics meet that she kind of just flipped out of. So she's heading back there.
Got checked with the class, yeah.
I mean, Mirai is Mirai. He'll come back in some other form at some point.
Ooh, cool. How about Cosette?
Okay, so Cosette continues to want to dominate every fight. Continues to be mad about the fact that she's the left leg. What?
Will you please participate in our combined mech form fights if we switch mechs?
I want to to keep my red dragon, but if I got to be the left arm instead of the left leg,
I don't think that's how it, configuration-wise, that's how it works. You have to
Just a
take
leg.
mine and sure. the left arm.
why can't
puncher.
it be changed? Why can't it be changed so that mine turns into the arm?
Because right now it would be like if you took your mech and put it into the arm socket, then it's going to be a foot.
Is Pidgeykun the one that created these?
Pidgeykun can make this work.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, then yeah.
Okay.
If I get to be the left arm instead of the left leg,
You get to be the left arm.
okay.
Just let me blow up stuff on occasion
Right.
too.
So eventually she becomes left arm. Starts seeming like she's a real team player. Her attitude gets a lot better. It seems like there's a thing going on between these two. And then she's commanded by Commandant Tartuffe to steal the robot.
Whoa, and I guess
Can I actually make one last addenda to?
Sure.
If their situation arises where you actually steal the mech, hey, I can just make you actual schematics so then you don't just have the left arm of the robot.
so you can see those schematics.
Yeah. So I guess they have this burgeoning relate. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Because you don't tell me
Your
what to
character,
do.
your character kept having nosebleeds all the time. So
That was only in the beginning. Like, cover up.
So at any rate, I figure that in that case he manages to make schematics, and instead of her just betraying the team, she feels bad, but she has to
Yeah, gotta follow the
fulfill her
orders of
mission
Tartuffe.
because France above all.
We get a new Red Ranger.
and then they get a new Red
Yeah,
Ranger.
it's series 2.
Yeah,
Series 2,
And
yeah.
the new Red Ranger is named Yuki. And there are people there starts getting to be fights in the fandom of who was better, Cosette or Yuki, and there were people Yuki is a brilliant Japanese flower, and Cosette was a dirty foreign lady, and then there are others that are Cosette was fiery and fierce, and Yuki
Oh,
is
man.
just there to pander to
It's a
the
milk
Japanese
toast,
audience.
yeah.
And
Man.
then people start writing weird slash fiction
Man,
with them.
a fight as brutal as that of subs versus dubs.
But thank you for helping your chick fix the
I actually stick to original content.
All right,
So-
cool. And I think Cosette will be returning in New Waves, our 80s arc.
Cosette is returning with her stolen back.
Nice.
Battle Mech Superforce Zeo.
Yeah.
It's better.
And what happens to Orin
It's I will
Zakir?
always remember
Well,
you.
he first heads back to his Kendo team, who saw everything go down, including him dangling from the giant lizard's heart with the sword. Well, team, what did we learn?
So
Don't.
you've told everyone that you're a ranger?
Huh?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't stab a lizard in the heart if it's going to grow to the size of a skyscraper.
No second chances.
No, that's not it.
Or or another one
It's to
types
learn
of
how to-
if you do have someone help you out.
Exactly. Learn to fight as a team.
Learn
So
more
you
moves
don't
and just
have to stab a giant lizard's heart and dangle it from the side. Because it's really terrifying.
Ooh, teamwork.
But he goes on to still be part of the team, even though that whole stay on the mech thing kind of makes him swear revenge against Cosette.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Well, that might happen if we return.
That's Ranger property, you know.
Ooh. That might return.
I tried.
If we come back to Go-Go Battle Mech Superforce, which we might do in the interlude between the 80s and 90s. But for now, that brings this episode to a close. And I want to give a big thanks to Jeff for joining us. Yeah.
Having me.
Big thanks to our returning players. And another thanks to the audience. Yeah, yay for you. You know
I'm my
yourself.
favorite.
Sure. And another final thanks to Samantha for making this excellent new class. And I think that brings so we're off next week, but then we're going to come back with Generation Hero New Waves. It's going to be synth. There's going to be palm trees. We're going to push it to the limit.
And at least one giant robot.
And one giant robot for
Maybe
sure. So
knows?
we will see you in 2 weeks.
Who knows? Thank you so much,
Go, go,
everybody,
Power
for
Rangers.
watching.
I just realized that
Thank you so much. We did have a couple new followers tonight, so we always want to mention
I fell in
them.
the brains.
Reboman360 and Antler6109. Thank you so much for following tonight. This was a blast. I had a really good time. So at the end, we will go ahead and send some of our viewers over to some of our friends. Playing Board Games is doing a 5th edition over there. So if you're watching, stay tuned. You'll be over there and check out what they're doing. But thank you so much. We'll see you on Generation Hero in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you won't be seeing me though.
All right.
Oh, well, I lost my train of
see
thought
me
anyway. Yeah. All right.
We'll see him.
All right. See you. Thank you so much.